Palag-palag, astig, malupit, beast mode.
Nakakasila.
Exciting, nakakakaba. Bongga, solid, breathtaking.
Wasakan. Sparge.
Colorful,
Mabagsik. Mind-blowing. Challenging.
electrifying, fabulous,
Malupit.
exquisite, fierce. Garena, lurugan, extreme,
Galvanizing.
badass.
League of Legends.
Collegiate League 2016, Spring Term, December 13,
13.
13, 13, 2015,
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
onwards. Hashtag get school.
Vacation's over.
Vacation is over.
Crazy teaser as always.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to all summoners out there and to all of our viewers, esports.garena.ph/stream. Welcome to the Collegiate League 2016 Spring Term. We are your shoutcasters for tonight. I am GShipo with a 1 for an eye.
And I'm GS Sleep.
Okay, we just came from a match between ULS.
Yeah, ULS and APC.
Yeah, APC. We're in
Very close.
Amplifier, yes. It's quite close yung swing ng momentum.
Yeah.
Actually, each team took advantage of the other team's mistake, diba? Yung mistake
Yeah.
ng kabilang team. And it was surprising. I mean, Amplifier was a little bit flustered because of the series of mistakes na natagpuan dun sa game na yun. Pero right now, looking into our schedule, what you are about to witness will be a match between University of the East versus LCL University. That is 5 p.m. Whereas mamaya naman at 6 p.m. we have MIT versus CPU. So Nip, what are your expectations coming in from this match?
Well,
You know some of these players, right?
yeah, I do. A lot of these players are fairly common names in solo queue and challenger, and I believe both teams are actually tied with 1 point each. So very, very close. I think this is the first time that these teams will be facing off against each other. So it's going to be a very interesting match and very important for both of these teams right here.
Okay, so let's just give the signal for our players to start. Again, to all of our viewers out there, still ongoing pa rin po itong aming match and win promo, okay? That is a Riot Squad bundle to be given away to one lucky summoner who is watching our stream, waiting out for that code to pop up.
Yeah.
And ano ang gagawin nila dun sa code na yun pag lumabas?
They need to type the code in
Yes.
into their store in the shop, right?
Yeah,
and then
there's
there's
a
going to be
missing
one,
character.
one missing character, and they have to guess what character it is.
Yan, be it a number, be it a letter. So, I would suggest to all our viewers out there na buksan nyo na yung inyong mga LOL clients. Open up the in-game store and click on the prompt doon sa promo code para naka-ready na kayo. I-type nyo na, okay? Panoorin nyo itong stream on a window mode. Be sure to watch out. Nako, hindi pa rin lumalabas yung code. Nasa game 3 na tayo. There is a good chance that the code will pop up anytime soon. Huwag na natin patagalin to. UE versus DLSU. Let's get into the drafting phase.
All right, and right off the bat, we do see the Jinx ban coming in from the UE side. That is a target ban onto Mirmo. Mirmo is a very, very good Jinx player, so they don't want to deal with any of that. And we do see the Quinn ban coming in as well. So Quinn, another target ban coming in. I believe Moody plays a lot of Quinn. And
Yeah.
MC Henry, I've seen him play a lot of Quinn in the past. So
in Korea, Queen is a very popular
Yeah,
pick din talaga.
so
Yes.
the two players to watch out on both teams are MC Henry from the University of the East Side
Yes.
and Unicorns of Taft Mirmo from the LaSalle side. Both of these players are very, very good and very, very proficient. And we do see a
Cool
lot of the
name.
bans will be coming towards each of these players. Jinx, Ari, Quinn, LeBlanc. So that LeBlanc is a ban towards Henry.
What is the name of the team coming in from UE? Are
I
you familiar?
do not know what their team name is.
Okay, pero ang cool nung name, no?
Yeah,
DLSU
Unicorns of
University.
Taft.
Unicorns of Taft. Nako, kung makahadaan kayo dyan sa may Taft Avenue, pag may nakita kayong unicorns, alam na. And now, para sa MC Henry, what role is he playing?
He is playing the mid lanes.
Mid
Yeah, so
lanes.
he will be in the mid lane.
Was he playing on any... Majestic Casual.
Majestic Casual, yeah.
Yes.
So
one of
they
the
are a
familiar
challenger
teams na,
team.
Yes. Okay. So, running through this series of bans, Mundo is open, Trundle is open.
Yeah, lots of really strong picks
Yeah.
open. Let's see what
What will be the
University of the
priority?
East decides to take.
They're really just statement their time. Diba? Will it be... It's very likely na pagdating sa mga first picks, you would opt for flex picks.
Yeah,
That's
so
the tendency.
Mundo,
Shen,
Trundle, like you said.
Yes. Ay, tingnan natin. They're really taking their good time here. Again, to all of our viewers out there, we are now onto our Game 3. This is the LoL Collegiate, the first LoL Collegiate match of the year, 2016. Ayan, and now they're hovering over a non-flex pick. It will be a Braum, strong and meta pick for support.
Yeah,
right?
very strong support right now. The shield is just very, very effective at blocking a lot of the skills. Very strong engage as well with that ultimate. And very strong disengage with that
You
ultimate.
play Braum? I've seen you play Braum.
I'm not really a
more
Braum player.
aggressive,
Like if
yeah.
you look at my profile,
Yeah.
you'll see Braum as my top 3 played, but I don't know. Braum's not really my type of person.
Yeah,
You know?
parang you're more on merong mga CC.
Yeah.
Panghuli,
Well,
may mga panghuli na skills. Yun yung mga pinipili
Yeah,
mo dyan.
yeah.
Morgana,
Like-
Nami.
Yeah, just Braum's not my type.
Do you play Bard?
I love Bard.
You like-
Bard's amazing, man. So I really like Bard.
Yeah. Right,
It's been a while since I played him, so I might be wanting to play Bard really soon. We'll see.
You played later. And so, now, against Bard, let's see.
Braum, yeah.
Because, di ba,
Like
Moody.
Mundo,
or
Gangplank, Fiora,
Yeah,
Trundle,
pero-
they're all open, and
Ayan,
they
so-
do take that Trundle
Trundle,
and the
okay.
Janna. So
Yes.
very interesting. I don't agree with taking the Janna so early into the rotation, as if you keep the Mundo in
Yes.
this first, if you let's say you took the Trundle and something else,
Yes.
you can still make the opponent think that that might be a Trundle support. So now that you've taken the Trundle and the Janna,
So,
they know for sure that that's
Trundle's
going to be
jung-
either a top lane,
lane.
or jungle. So it removes one more flex pick opportunity and makes the pick and ban a lot more easier for the other team.
to understand,
Yeah.
right? So they are hovering over a Nocturne. Not a popular pick. It's only Hex, no?
Yeah,
Right.
only Hex from the Pro Gaming
Yeah.
series on Celestial,
Just a
who really
good-
likes that Nocturne.
Yeah, good tendency of being that one. Now they're hovering over a classic Rek'Sai. Let's see if this gets locked in.
Graves is very
Yeah.
interesting though.
Yeah.
I believe Graves has probably the second lowest win rate from
Yeah.
all the AD carries after Kog'Maw, so Graves not really in a good spot right now. However, they do decide to lock that in, so we will be seeing the Graves, and that will most likely
Moody,
be from Moody. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if this Rek'Sai gets locked in
Yeah,
now.
so that's a
Still
Rek'Sai.
surprising that the Mundo is
Yeah,
not
Mundo
yet
is
chosen,
so
no?
strong. However, both teams don't seem to want to play that Mundo right now. And let's see how Unicorns of Taft responds to this. They do have that Karma hovered over. So what are they gonna pair with this Karma?
You play Brand support, right?
Brand,
They play
yeah.
Karma support.
Karma? I don't really, there's something about Karma that I don't really like about her. Like she's okay, but I just don't like her.
So there are these some things, no?
Yeah, just
things
there's just some things in
Uh,
my mind.
that you don't like,
Yeah, and that
about
makes
a certain champion.
that makes me never play them.
or okay.
Yeah.
That's a good reference now. Alright, so now let's see, no, these teams are taking a good time in making those picks. Still, Graves. Any insights? Why does Graves has a very low win rate right now?
It's just that his auto attacks just feel so clunky and very
You
unintuitive.
reload.
Yeah, the reload is
Oh.
just very frustrating to play with, and the fact that the auto attacks can be blocked
Yeah.
by anything that's in front of it is extremely frustrating. So you really have to position very, very carefully, and you have to time your auto attacks very carefully. But the reward for being able to reload properly and being able to position properly isn't high enough to play Graves. The
I
damage
see.
just isn't like he has really good burst. It's just that
Yung nerf,
it's
no?
still not enough. Yeah,
Yung nerf
the
after
nerfs
that
were
grade.
pretty
So,
weak.
hindi na enough yung trade-off na yon.
Yeah.
And now, again, classic picks. We're seeing a Rek'Sai, we're seeing a Renekton, okay? And also hovering over an Orianna. Ball
Yeah,
delivery
so
system from
MC
those
Henry
tunnels.
very comfortable with
With
this
Orianna,
Orianna pick.
I
So I
see.
wouldn't be surprised if they decide to lock this in.
Yeah, you're going to pick an Orianna pick against a Karma. It's quite surprising because
Now,
Unicorns of Tough has a good range.
they've got a decent
No.
amount with the Karma, I guess.
Yeah, and probably, of course, there's the burst, no? And you would want that against a sieging composition. Or, poke composition. Karmas is a bit squishy.
Ooh, Teemo.
Part early game, of course, classic hover. Under a Teemo, I wonder if that will get locked in. Renekton now.
I'd be really happy if they decide to go for this
Yeah.
Teemo. I mean, Teemo.
Go.
Teemo's okay.
Yeah.
Like, probably not the best in a competitive environment, but Teemo's solo queue win rates are actually really, really high right now.
Yeah, actually, when I see a Teemo in solo queue, usually they're good Teemos.
Yeah, I used to be a Teemo main. Like, there was a time back in Season 3, my IGN was Teemo only, and I played Teemo only.
Definitely, Teemo's way better now with the new ult, like the new ult mechanic where you could toss your.
I think it's kinda...
you
Like,
find that weird?
it's okay, but it's really not enough to cover up the flaws of Teemo, and that won't be a Teemo. Instead, that will be a Gragas.
Alright.
So that will most likely be a Trundle top lane with that Gragas jungle. So let's just see how all the players swap it around, and yep.
Okay, so guys, ladies and gentlemen, again, what you are watching on this drafting base would be a match between UE, University of the East, versus DLSU, University Unicorns of Tap. Diba? Nakakatindi to. We are now on to our Game 3 of the LoL Collegiate League 2016 Spring Term. You have to take note, this is the first match of our year, and we have a match and win skin bundle code to give away. Now, that's a Riot Squad skin bundle. Very rare.
Yeah, very, very
Not
rare. The
available.
skins are very hard to come by. You usually only get them during Rampage events.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of skins, 5
I
skins.
recall Blitzcrank.
Yeah.
Riot Blitzcrank was only given during that time for when Garena like had this donation run
Yeah, I remember
for
that.
the victims of Typhoon.
Typhoon,
Yes.
Haiyan, or something like that.
Yeah. Ayan. Okay, so sa mga viewers natin dyan, esports.garena.ph/stream. Why don't you share that stream link para sama-sama tayo sa pag-witness at panunod dito sa isang napakatinding laban between these two heavy guns ng mga university here at the LoL Collegiate League. I also would like to invite you at our official Facebook group. It's the Facebook group personally handled by the PGS Committee faction of Garena Philippines. That is the PGS RIP. Yan, official group, and also the PGS RIP Garena Talk Talk 171-888-11. And for our Talk Talk. Nip,
Yep.
how was the
What's
game
up?
yesterday?
The exclusive versus
Yeah.
Celestial games?
Yeah, that was the longest
Yeah.
game.
It was a pretty long game.
Uh,
Let's just say, I don't really want to talk about it because we have to hold that thought though, because it's the hunt and win, man. Like,
sige. Yan.
let's pretend those games
Yan
never
nga.
happened.
What happened yesterday? Okay.
What
Of
happened
course.
yesterday? This happened
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah. That happened yesterday. The Hunt and Win promo, ladies and gentlemen. This is skin battles. Yan nakikita nyo. Yung mga skins na yan. At yung mga IGN na yan. Winners 4 of 5. 10 winners yan. Out of the 50 lucky summoners who followed the mechanics, made that selfie, took those pictures, and participate in our Hunt and Win promo. Okay, congratulations dyan sa mga pangalan na yan, ha? And of course, again, hindi pa rin tapos. Hindi pa lumalabas itong code natin. The Match and Win code. Kita-kita nyo yung mga skins na yan. Dude, right scenes.
Yeah.
Needs a new splash art.
Yeah, no, but the skin in game is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The smoke.
Yes, yes.
I mean the gas.
And even Riot Blitzcrank
Yeah,
na
that's
yung
also cool.
yung
Even,
tumutunog.
even Kale, like the sound effect when she has her
Yeah,
all of them are
like that.
cool. All of them are really cool.
Yan, paunahan ng laban mga kaibigan. Again, we would like to reiterate the mechanics. All you need to do is just watch the stream right now. Wait for the code to pop up. Guess the missing character. Isang character lang yun. Be it a number or a letter. And yan, itatype nyo yun. Nasa in-game store, there's the promo code prompt. Click nyo yun. antayin nyo lang, okay? I would suggest buksan nyo na yung mga client nyo kasi paunahan to, okay? Big shoutouts to all of our viewers out there. Kasama nyo dyan. Siyempre, andyan si Neme, andyan si Kate Garena, andyan din si GS Riku. Grabe, exciting. Sama-sama tayo dito sa LOL Collegiate League. Now going back to yesterday. So,
Alright.
ano yan, I was interested on that game 1 eh.
Yeah.
Yung sa game 1 na
That was a long game.
Yeah.
Very long
Really
game.
intense game, no?
Yeah, back and forth. Very
Yeah.
close.
What are the crucial parts ng mga game na yun? As
The
you would say?
crucial moments of that game. Huh. Well, the
Let's see.
part where we lost the game is pretty crucial. I mean, yeah.
Yung last dash ni Avaricia where he got caught off by teasers.
Yeah, that was a pretty crucial moment in that game.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know, like,
it was Avaricia, I think, that was carrying that
yeah, he was,
carrying that game hard.
yeah, he was carrying very hard.
Yun din yung, siya rin yung actually nagtapos ng game na yun.
Yeah,
That 2 dash was just too much. He got too deep, right?
yeah.
Pero it was interesting, no, yung composition na niraran ng Celestial.
Yeah, they ran that last time they
The
played
Trundle was
TGS.
banned, right?
Yeah, Trundle was banned.
Yeah.
However, last time they played it, they did have the Trundle, Rengar, and Karma.
Yeah.
And it was very successful.
Icarus he had to give a really, really nice play.
Yeah.
Pero from that game right now, Icarus now he's leading the most damage dealt.
Yeah,
to
he had a
champions.
lot of damage that game.
The most
With the
damage dealt to
Gangplank,
champions with that Gangplank. So, big props to Icarus over that one.
yeah.
Kapon din, that was Mineski versus Imperium Pro Team
Yeah,
Blue,
and
1-1.
Very interesting game as well. I actually really enjoyed watching those games.
That series.
Yeah, however, we have another game in front of us right
yeah,
now.
Ayan. Okay, let's get into our in-game. Sige, tingnan natin kung what time matatapos itong ating mandatory boss. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on to our Game 3 of the LOL Collegiate League 2016 Spring Term. Hashtag get schooled. Hashtag vacations are now over. Hashtag banana cake.
All those hashtags.
Yes, man. Hashtag overwhelming. Ayan. 32, right? 32 teams na meron tayo.
Yeah,
no?
32
schools.
teams.
Grabe. Ang daming match na nagaganap. May mga match na on stream.
Yeah,
Yes.
lots of them
Oh.
on stream. And you can check them out
Yeah.
at the YouTube channel. That is Garena PH. So,
Yeah. So,
yeah, guys.
hindi lahat doon may commentary, pero all those matches are uploaded at the YouTube Garena channel. So, ayan, if you, hindi kasi pwedeng 32 teams yan hindi naman tayo single elimination
Yeah.
Kaya ang daming mga matches talaga naka-line up. So, we cannot really stream all those games. Pero ayan, be sure to show your support. Why don't you share the replays? Ayan, para sa mga school nyo. And I would like to send my shoutouts to all of those communities at all of those players na nasa school. Ayan. This past weekend, pumunta ako ng Olfu, ng PUP.
Really?
Yeah.
Was there a tournament or something?
It's just a little visit sa ibang players.
That's really
Ganon,
cool.
a little invite. Tapos, ayun, hindi ramdam Siyempre, pagpasok mo sa school, di mo naman makikita ka yung League of Legends. But it's really interesting to see the schools up front nakasali dito sa LOL Collegiate League. Ladies and gentlemen, eto na tayo. Game 3! University of the East versus DLSU University. On the blue side, you have University of the East. In the top lane, it'll be Amaya. Amaya. In the Renekton. In the jungle, it'll be Earl. On Rek'Sai, mid lane, MC Henry, Mac Henry, on an Oriana. And for the bottom duo, it will be Moody on a Graves AD carry, and Twist Rosie on a Braum support.
And for the DLSU side, you do have Crazy Apple on that Trundle. For the jungle, you will be having Leucosia on the Gragas. For the mid lane, you will be having South on the Karma. And for that bot lane duo, you will be having Tristana and Janna being played by Murmo and Mist.
Ayan, sino kaya magwawagi? Tough nga ba o Recto, mga kaibigan? Tingnan natin. Big shoutouts to all the players out there, to all of the student summoners. Nako, 2016 na naman. Nakakamiss yung
school.
bakasyon.
Yeah.
Nakakamiss yung nakuha nating bakasyon. Greeting up 2016. But, back to reality. And reality is hard and good at the same time. Ayan. Okay, no lane swaps for both teams here.
Yeah, very standard lanes coming in from both sides. Very standard jungle starts coming in as well. So
for the bottom lane matchup, no, sabi mo nga hindi na ganoon ka-effective si Graves. Lowest win rate nga, di ba?
second lowest
Second
in
lowest win rate.
just solo queue overall. Yeah.
Yes. So, what do you think? Paano kaya lalabas itong matchup na to? Kasi Tristana
Like-
has a late game scaling pa
Yeah,
eh.
Graves can be effective. It's just that it's very hard to be effective. And who knows, Moody might be able to show up. However, this is Mirmo we are talking about. He is a very, very good AD carry player. So I expect Mirmo to be giving this Graves a run for his money.
I see. Paired up with Luciana pick, no?
Yeah,
No.
so I feel like it's going to be very safe from...
Can the Howling Gale be stopped by an Unbreakable?
Yeah, it lifts Braum in
Braum.
the air, but it doesn't go any further.
I see. So Braum could go up front, Jana.
Yeah.
She want to sa Howling Gale. At ang Howling Gale is a really good skill, right? Like,
Yeah, it's a very,
multi-targeted
very
knockup.
good skill. You can make a lot of nice plays. You can cancel that Alistair headbutt. You can cancel the Jarvan EQ combo. And we have an early gank coming in by the LCL.
The exhaust laid down onto Moody. Na-dodge niya yung body slam dito ni Lucosia, but that is a flash getting burned para dito sa AD carry ng UE.
Yeah, and that will be a very, very good trade coming in for the DLSU side, putting that early pressure on that bot lane. No flash, and he wants to go again. He wants another one.
Round 2 jumps in. Mirmo mga kaibigan. There is the bomb onto the top of Roxy, and wala pa rin tinamaan yung body
Yeah, the
slam.
body slams aren't connecting this game. Another one missed, very, very far off as well. And is he going again? He's going again, guys. And Rek'Sai seems to have caught on and will be invading that red buff.
Yeah.
And Gragas has to recall, so he's not going for it, or is he? No, he will recall. However, his red buff will be taken away. Meanwhile, in that top lane, Crazy Apple trading very effectively against this Renekton.
Should have anticipated the body slam.
Yeah, it's alright, man. You can't always have that 100% body slam rate, but I think I think burning a flash to do one of those fancy body slams where you body slam then flash to extend the range might have been worth it in this bot lane. They definitely would have been able to get a kill.
Yeah, first blood. It'll be nice for Mirmo on that Tristana.
Yeah, and Mirmo doing fairly okay in this bot lane so far. Aside from those ganks, very even.
Yeah, so we are seeing now Rek'Sai. It's a very good position to tunnel in and surprise this Trundle. Pero may recall na manggagaling mula sa kanya. Managed to steal the red buff mula kay Gragas. Probably Rek'Sai preempted that Gragas will come from the red side jungle. So, stop that. Hindi na lang siya tumuloy sa gank over that top lane.
Yeah, we do see another gank in that mid lane. However, Nicosia will be forced to back away. Orianna just easily walking away from the gank attempt.
Alright, so Renekton and Trundle matchup. What about this one? What are your insights?
I am not the greatest top lane expert when it comes to this. However, it seems like it's been fairly even so far. I'm not sure if it's because one player is more skilled than the other, or if the matchup is just supposed to be this way. However, Crazy Apple has been doing a pretty good job of keeping up in lane against this Renekton.
Because it seems na parang si Renekton yung may enough kit eh, di ba? To become aggressive against this Trundle. Pero yan, CS is pretty even kahit may konti, like 5 CS lead. Not much because it's just the wave balancing out. Though there is the range meter now from Amaya.
And Trundle
okay,
going
so we are
very
seeing
aggressive. First blood.
Okay, so it's clear now.
Alright, I guess
Renekton is an edge against
Renekton has the advantage.
Yeah. I mean, the Thunder Lords could be easily proc mula dun sa skills ni Renekton. Trundle should have respected the range
Is
meter
Renekton going
ni Renekton.
Thunderlords or is Renekton going the lifesteal one?
May nakikita akong Thunder sa taas. Let's confirm on that one after another 6 seconds. Ayan, so, again, first blood for Renekton. Jamat now. With the Jamat, malaking lead na yan for Renekton when it comes to the laning phase. And MC Henry, Henry again. Very sure na there's a Thunder Lords on that one. Getting those 3 hits and come on!
Shockwave.
Shockwave,
Ignite.
ladies and gentlemen. Ignite flashes in. There's another Q. Wow, Henry. Again, you're saying it. Very comfortable with this Orianna.
Very comfortable with this Orianna and knowing exactly how much damage he is going to do to this Gragas. He now has 1 kill over the Karma right now. And here comes Renekton once again going aggressive. It looks like he does have that Thunderlord and Seer. However, both ultimates are being popped.
Oh, yes. Dominus activated. Rek'Sai in the top lane. There's an action here in the bottom lane. There's the flash. Mawawala to mula kay Miss. No execute yet in the top lane. Mirmo jumps in over the brush. Sidestep dito ni Moody. Hindi tumama yung Q niya. Oh, Mimo shield. But it will be Graves receiving the burst mula kay Tristana. Mirmo, ladies and gentlemen, with a double kill. 2-2 into our scoreboard.
Very, very well played coming in from the DLSU bot side. And with that, Mirmo now has a lot of gold to spend right now. 2,700. Will probably go back in lane with that BF sword and with that pickaxe. And Mirmo, like I said, the big carry for this DLSU team, and it's showing right now.
Very really nice calculated play mula kay Mirmo.
Very
I was surprised dun sa jump na ginawa niya kanina against the bottom duo dito ng UE. Pero no. Okay, so now Amaya wants to get that execute talaga against Apple. Now freezing this lane.
He wants it.
Yeah. He's freezing this lane.
He hasn't used any of his rage bar yet, so he's probably planning on dashing in and just punishing right now.
Yeah. Denying as much CS as possible against this Trundle, asserting his lead, whatever. Hindi, like, ayun nga, yung tiamat niya pang burst lamang dito kay Trundle.
Yeah, for sure.
It was nice, no? In a way, maganda rin yung update sa tiamat na ina-activate na lang siya instead of auto. At least you could really control the wave more and more, at least for this case.
Yeah, and that update's been there for quite a while, so I feel like all the players have been very used to the
New Tiamat.
the new Tiamat for sure. And Henry, lots of damage being dealt right now.
Oh my god.
Very efficient use of that shield and of the ball.
Yeah, big question though
Ouch.
is when it comes to the battle of attrition, walang blue buff dito, McHenry.
Yeah.
And we are seeing Rek'Sai hovering over that Raptor camp. Though Gragas is also in there.
Yeah, both Kings going down in that mid lane, however. It looks like they will back away for now.
This mid lane could explode anytime, but there's the recall mula kay Gragas. Whereas bottom lane is another story. But even though kahit shove itong bottom duo ng Unicorns of Tap, eh, we cannot deny that Tristana now has 2 kills on her pocket.
Yeah, going for the double,
Oh, rapid fire?
what's it called? What is that item?
Dagger.
Yeah, the double dagger. How about here comes the explosive cast.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they will try to collapse onto Rosie. Mirmo jumps in. There's the explosion mula doon sa baba ni Tristana. But there's also Moody trying to trade up. Jana in the front line. We are in the top lane. Amaya trading up. Uses the Q against the Randall. Here comes Karma going over the bottom lane. Did I see a flash?
Yeah, Karma
Yes.
was forced to flash right there. Knew that Henry was coming, was in a very, very bad position.
Yeah.
However, flash for flash, as here comes the gank in the top lane for now.
Oh, eto na. Sumasakay si Eri dito. Crazy Apple. Crazy ganks. Eri managed to slay that Trundle in the top lane.
So now there's a roughly 600 gold lead in favor of UE. Still very early in the game. However, anything can still happen, and it's still not yet over. However, very good lead coming in for UE to start off the game.
Yeah, I think Mirmo will go for the classic rapid fire
We will have to see.
matchup. Pero rushing to ano, ang dagger. So this one,
Ooh,
again,
Henry.
McHenry with that Oriana.
Very,
Wow.
very smart play right there. Knowing exactly how much damage she does with that Oriana. Very calculated plays and very calculated trades.
Yeah, this mid lane is going south for the Unicorns of Tap. I mean, hindi matansya ni Karma, no?
Yeah.
Kung kailan lalabas o kung ano yung burst capabilities dito ni Henry.
Yeah, and
On that Oriana.
Henry 2-0 right now, 90 CS. So CS is still very even. However, that 600 extra gold from those kills is going to do a lot. And here comes a little bit of a trade in that top lane.
Yeah, but there's the fallback signal mula rin kila Crazy Apple. It seems that the top laner is not willing to trade on or risk anything from that one, saying that the mid lane, both of the mid laners are gone. Again, Mirmo, classic jump, same spot pa rin. But still, on to Twist Roxy. Sometimes talaga kung hindi mo ma-hit yung Graves, you'll just go for that prom.
Yeah, and that was actually a very, very good Howling Gale coming in from the Janna. I feel like Janna's Howling Gales have been very on point.
Yeah.
See, there's another one. Cancels the Rek'Sai tunnel.
Really nice there. Now, Miss managed to escape that one. Howling Gale, mga kapatid.
Yeah, very, very effective tool if used in the right hands. And I feel like that's one of the bigger things that separates the good Jannas from the best Jannas is their ability to to use that skill effectively, and Mirmo jumping in.
Oh my God, Mirmo being aggressive with that one. Will he get the reset? Yes, he managed to execute. He's willing to trade up with the Graves. Hindi pa siya, ayun, tumala na siya patakbo. Pero yan, that's the power of a Tristana. Resets from those bombs. 4-3, ladies and gentlemen. Eri hovering over the mid lane, whereas MZ, McHenry now, you know, may edge naman talaga ang Oriana against sa Karma when it comes to the early game. But still, hindi pwede ma-ignore itong Karma na to.
Yeah, so 3-0 for Mirmo, 2-0 for Henry. These are the guys we have to be looking out for coming into this game. And here comes the Shockwave once again.
Oh my God. We are seeing Eri now tanking up that turret. Receives the spooky ghost. There's
Ouch,
the slow.
very low.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kung wala yung spooky ghost na, it could have been a quick follow-up from Henry. I don't know kung nakatira nga siya ng Prey Seeker for an execute against Karma.
I'm not sure.
So, then another in the top lane. Looking into the itemization, hindi talaga binitawan yung meta natin for Frost Queen's claim.
Tristana went for the Ronan's
wow.
Hurricane first item. Very, very interesting build.
Yeah.
You
what are your
generally
insights on this
don't
one?
see that.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. What are your insights on that one? Probably.
I guess
Just a guess.
it works in regards to you get the attack speed and you get the crit chance. Do you even get? Yeah, you get the attack speed coming in from the Ronan's Hurricane. However, Tristana doesn't really have anything that procs on multiple targets.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, for example, let's say the Twitch, you can proc poison on several people.
Yeah, probably for the bump. Skills for the
yeah,
bump.
so I'm not sure. No, I don't think it works on the bump because the bomb's a single target ability. So, interesting build from Mirmo.
Di ba iipunan mo rin ng stacks yung bomb?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if the auto attacks are going to different targets.
Oh yeah, oo nga. Yun. Only a single target. Yeah, that's what you mean. So, like you could go for substitute attack
Yeah, but
speed
it's
item
working.
for that
Wow,
one.
that damage from Mirmo.
Yeah. Wow. Oh. Actually, Infinity Edge I think still would be better. Even with that kind of damage. Even with that kind of lead. Another shockwave mula dito kay McHenry. Ever since wala pang hindi tinatamaan yung shockwave.
Will be a
ni
turret
McHenry.
coming in for UE right now. 2,000 gold in favor of UE. And yeah, this game is pretty much Henry versus Mirmo so far. I wonder when these two are going to meet up in those team fights. Let's see which player will have the bigger impact on the team fights and on their team. And who's going to carry the game from here?
Well, for now, Mirmo has an interesting itemization.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how that pans out come mid-game.
And it seems that McHenry is hoping for that full burst mode.
Yeah.
Building an itemization leading most likely onto
Going
a
for
death
the
cap.
early death cap, so it's very, very interesting. You don't usually see players rush death cap nowadays. They like to go for something more utility, like Morello, I don't know, like Rod of Ages.
Oh, yeah.
Abyssal Scepter, something like that first usually, even Hourglass. And going to Death Cap first is very, very interesting.
Alright, so we can see that there's a 2k gold lead on top of a 1k lead. Both teams has no dragon yet. If you look into the ward coverage, that's pretty much enough to cover the dragons for both of the teams. Okay? And still be another story here in the bottom lane, but you could see na pwede ba the wave clear, no? And these Graves really not stepping up yet. Nag-manifest talaga yung compositional disadvantage.
It looks like Graves is going for the Essence Reaver as his first item, so that's a very interesting build coming in. Not as interesting as the Ronan's Hurricane on the Tristana, however, and it's working out for Mirmo though, so I have to give him that.
So, Merry Christmas. Sabi dito ni Lucia, there's the body slam. Eric gets displaced. Will he manage to tunnel out? There's the flash. Chilling smite onto the trundle. No form of gap closer yet as the body slam is on cooldown. But Karma is in the house in the top lane. Leaving McHenry to shove this mid lane. Bottom lane, syempre another story of Tristana with a massive, massive lead. 6k, 1.3k gold lead against Moody's.
And Henry's actually ahead 500 gold over Mirmo right now.
Oh my god. If that Howling Gale connected could have been fatal. But we are seeing Oriana now. This is what you are waiting for. McHenry.
Spotted out by the ward.
Yeah,
so
spotted by the ward.
Walk away.
We're seeing also Rek'Sai in range for this bottom lane. And 1.2k. Not sure if this is enough to build that death cap. Pero any moment soon, we'll be seeing that death cap onto that Oriana.
Yeah.
Are they making like they're setting up for the bottom lane, no?
Yeah, they really want to set up for that dragon right now. Dragon,
Yeah.
16 minutes in, so both teams just really want to get that dragon
Yeah.
right now. However, they are leaving mid lane unattended, so South will be able to get some damage onto that turret. And meanwhile, in the top lane, it looks like it has stabilized quite a bit.
Yeah.
Crazy Apple isn't getting as bullied out as he was earlier
Yeah.
into this game.
Uh,
Has picked up that Sunfire cape, so does have the extra armor and a little bit of extra wave clear as well.
Yes. Let's see. Lucutia now gets spotted out on the bottom lane. There's the signal to go for the dragon. I have no idea where's Rek'Sai yet, and nakakaamoy si Rek'Sai dito after seeing that the Janna is gone in the bottom lane.
Yeah.
Nagpapakiramdaman din itong top laners na to on making that crucial teleport any moment soon. You can see.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Very intense 1v1.
Yeah. They're really going for the trade up on that one. I'm confident that the one who will win that one is Trundle because of that subjugate. Trundle is a very good anti-tank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just drains all of your health and all of your resistances,
Stats.
and he heals really fast as
Yeah.
well. So it's like he wants to go for the trade again. However, he doesn't have that ultimate available, so we'll get punished.
So there's the Titanic Hydra para sa
Yeah.
side dito ni Amaya, and no junglers yet as both of the junglers are very antsy of this dragon buff. 18 minutes into the game, a few minutes ago, this game has taken a very, very stable pace.
Yeah.
No? Okay, so right now, each one has a sizable amount of gold in their pocket. But Tristana now managed to complete that Infinity Edge, whereas Moody is yet to recall and build that item.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why Moody hasn't decided to back yet.
Nako.
He has a lot of gold. He has 2,700 gold right now. He can buy his Essence Reaver right now if he wants to. However,
Yeah.
he doesn't want to, and he needs to be careful.
Yeah, and they know Moody has no weapons on his arsenal. Q with the ult doesn't connect. There's
Wow,
the tether.
what?
It got broken. Mula sa Karma, but Mirmo leading the front line puts the charge onto that Graves. Managed to show. Shoo! Sabi nila dito sa bottom duo ng UE. They will now take a position on to take
Yeah, and that should be a dragon. And Mirmo's huge right now. IE and Ronan's Hurricane, so much damage coming out of him. Henry also has completed that death cap.
Death cap.
Death
no,
cap.
That death
Yeah.
cap. No. Ayan, so with
Rabadons.
Karma, nako, tanging Sorceress pa naman yung nabubuo niya
Yeah,
dito.
looks like Karma is going to go for the Luden's Echo with
Yeah.
that long rod and with that amplifying tome.
It's getting more and more wave clear. At least it's the good path.
Yeah.
Lalo na kung nararamdaman nyo na meron kayong alanganin ng game. A wave clear is very crucial on stalling a game more and more. Prey Seeker onto knees. We are going to see a turret going down in favor of the Unicorns of Death.
Yeah, Mirmo's so strong right now. And very unfortunate that the fight didn't go as in favor of DLSU in that bot lane. Just a couple of small errors that really messed up the fight right there. We did see that the explosive cast didn't really help in dispositioning the UE players. Instead, it actually saved them. So yeah.
What is Moody building?
Moody is probably going to be going for that static shiv or for that rapid fire cannon. We'll
Yeah.
have to see. Definitely one of those items though.
Yeah. Coming in from this Zeal. Would have been recommended to build. No, it's one recipe away on building
Yeah.
Phantom Dance.
Or he could be going for the Phantom Dancer. That would also be an interesting build path for him. Like, I feel like that's one of the bigger changes in this preseason. We've said it time and time again. Itemization, and here comes Henry getting caught out.
Oh my god, will Henry go down? Yes, he will. It lights up. That's Karma securing that kill. Henry going south. Crazy Apple, crazy jump. 4 members of Unicorns of Death will take on this outer mid lane turret as Amaya with the Dominus. Oh my god.
Match and win.
Match and win code, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Riot Squad skin bundle for you to take. Buksan nyo na inyong mga client, put in, and go to the online shop, in-game store. Okay? Puntihan nyo yung promo code prompt and type in the codes LUCFP3 question mark YMAXTNOIR. That question mark could be a number or a letter. Yan, pagalingan na lang, hulaan nyo na lang, and again, I would guess, meron ng mga Ninja Lords dyan, mabilis ng mga kamay.
Yeah, it's probably gone by now.
Congratulations. Congratulations to the winner of the Riot Squad Skin Code. If you're a member of the PJ Strip, or kung hindi pa, sumali ka and post and tell the summoners na nanalo ka ng Riot Squad Skin Bundle from LoL Collegiate League.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like Graves will actually be going for that static shift or for that rapid fire cannon. Actually, he has picked up the new item. I believe, what is it called?
Yeah,
the
shard.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that will help quite a bit with his wave clear or wow. Keeps on interrupting it. But
Yeah.
Henry, shockwave.
There's Henry, of course. An easy pass. Mas mabilis, mas mahaba yung range ng Command Protect. But Earl gets the burst. Gets protected by that Glacial Fissure mula sa likod. May Amaya, may Crocodile na backstab. And in the front line, Crazy Apple. Both of the top laners being a big part of the equation here. Amaya has the full Ferocity stacks. Is that a Ferocity? Kay Rengar yata yung
Ferocity. No, I think Rage or
Rage.
Rage.
Yeah, Rage.
Yeah. Fury.
Oh, yeah.
There,
Mix
lots
it
of
up.
names. Lots of
Yeah.
names for those red bars.
Yeah,
You know?
meron kasi rin si Trim the Bearded, but
Yeah.
yan, shutdown now against Mirmo, and we still see Mac Henry. Yeah, he also died, and Lucia, and Mirmo is gone. That's a 2-for-1 exchange. To win, no, that's Spooky Ghost activated. Amaya Dominus is now down. Eri goes for the turnaround. Apple might be too tanky for the team. Miss is in the front line, has no cooldown for that. Howling Gale members. Oh,
Wow.
Yui are so low, and this Karma is just doing it. He's just doing it. Eddie will go down, double kill. Amaya goes for the turnaround, managed to get that execute and shut down Kaldamik.
Boy, the flash.
is in. Is that a fail flash or?
Well, he lived, so I guess
Yeah, he
it
lived.
served the purpose.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't think that's what he was planning on doing.
Yeah. But
So-
maikli, masyadong maikli yung flash.
Yeah, so still 3K gold in favor of Yui now. I believe they gained 1,000 from all of that. Karma, very good effort to try to
Yeah.
reestablish, reset the score right there and try to gain something back for the DLSU side.
Karma's performance has been commendable mula sa engage
Yeah.
na yun.
Flash Q.
Yeah, it's just surprising. No, I think it's not surprising, lalo na kung meron kang double edge or something
Yeah.
for a Renekton to execute you.
Yeah, so it looks like Stunna is building his way towards that Bloodthirster right now. Meanwhile, we do see Graves has picked up that rapid fire cannon. However, there's still a very huge gold lead in favor of Tristana right now.
Yes.
And the very big gold lead in favor of Henry. 4-2-1.
What?
Long
So,
rod.
what do you think? Anti-burst, Bloodthirster for Mirmo?
Mirmo is building the Bloodthirster for sure.
Yes.
Just to get some
Get that
sustain
shield.
and
Yes.
get that shield up.
Alright, 9-8, ladies and gentlemen, a 3K gold lead here by UE. Key factors for both teams here is the AD carry of Unicorns of Top Mirmo, whereas for the mid laner naman dito ng UE,
Yeah, and
Mac
Henry.
And Henry.
Renekton's actually been doing a very good job. Amaya 4-0 we're in right now.
4-0-1.
209 CS already has that Black Cleaver as well, so lots of damage coming in.
But this is a Trundle
Ooh,
we're
this is a
talking
very
about.
good trade coming in from DLSU. They will be able to get this turret, I feel like.
Yeah, oh
Nope.
my god, they're running for their life. Leading the fray would be Roxy. Will UE. No, UE won't commit for this chase. I get spot by that Spooky Ghost. Sobra talagang useful na ano na yan.
Yeah.
Bagong item na yan, yung crossbeams claim na yan.
Very annoying to play against.
Yeah,
The slow is just very strong, and it's very good at just spotting out.
yeah. Assured slow onto
Yeah.
2 members of the enemy team. That's
Exactly.
really nice. Alright, so we're seeing that the Unicorns have tapping up a position to get their second dragon for the game. Second dragon din ng buong laro. Whereas, you know, malaking bagay to para sa members ng UE. And Mirmo has this, is getting those free hit, but Unicorn, wow, UE is willing to commit on this one. Eddie now
Mirmo needs
also
to be
putting
careful.
with both of that bot. Shockwave onto 2 members. Gragas will go down. Mirmo gets collapsed on. Everyone's committing on him. He was forced to jump out. Third
Whoa.
stack. And Brom, will he manage?
That
No!
shield.
Shield mula kay Karma. stellar performance. And this is going south for UE. The Q wouldn't connect. Howling Gale again mula kay Jana. And Henry now trading up with the Karma. Tether connects. There's Crazy Apple going down. And 3 members here of UE are so low. Karma is in the house. Q doesn't connect. Seeker onto Jana. What is Ellie doing here? Another Tether. And South! Yeah, South ang lupit. Yan, ang galing. Very good performance
Yeah,
mula sa
South,
Karma.
very clutch shield, very good cues, and that team fight is now, I believe, a 3-for-2 in favor of DLSU,
Yeah.
and they will be trying to push down this turret. No, they won't. Will instead decide to maybe go for that Baron right now. And let's take a look at replay of what exactly happened. Initially, during this fight, both teams trying to get that Dragon King to get it, and I was very worried for Murmo right now. Very scary positioning right there. Off the side, no shield, and he decides to kite it. Like, the insane part about this, he's kiting while there's 4 members, flashes out, manages to do a lot of damage to all the members actually before getting low. Then here comes that clutch shield from Karma. Very, very close. One more auto would have done it, and wow, right before that auto landed. And the sidestep coming in, dodging that Prey Seeker from Rek'Sai.
South, my man! Ang galing.
South.
Ang galing.
Oh, Huey going for that ban right now. They did see a bunch of members from DLSU recall, so
Yeah, and we have a Gragas.
let's see what happens. Can Dragas steal this?
Yeah. Trundle will definitely not hesitate to initiate on that one. Will
Oh, he gets it.
yes! There's the steal, ladies and gentlemen! And yeah, just like that, DLSU University managed to get a free Baron.
Yeah, and someone was very excited by that play, for sure.
Wow!
And worth, for sure.
And
1 death for Baron is huge, as I believe that is 4 members from that DLSU side with that Baron buff, and that should be a very, very big thing and a very huge shift. And I just want to point out how many wards that UE placed during this whole time. They have so many wards in the same area, and like before there was a line of 3 wards coming in right there. So they really wanted that Baron. However, just because you want it doesn't mean you'll get it.
Oh, wow. Is that a song?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a song lyric, but yeah.
Ayun, it was surprising that they didn't manage to secure that one. There's a lot of burst potential mula sa UE, ha?
Yeah. Very
Still,
well played.
Merry
by Nichols,
Christmas,
yeah.
sabi ni Krisha.
Late Christmas gift.
Yeah, we were looking at McHenry, we're looking at Mirmo, but there are really a lot of key players now in this game.
Definitely, for sure. Everyone's doing their part on both teams,
Yeah,
actually.
Amaya, South even missed those Howling Gales. Are nice.
For sure. 0-1-9. Very nice score coming from Miss. Here comes the engage by Airy, though.
Wow, are they willing to take on a Baron buff team? Oh
They
my
want
god,
it.
Dominus gets a pop. And will be on cooldown now, though Trundle is not in the game. He has his teleport up.
Yeah, but they do need to be careful. The power spikes have been completed by the DLSU side. They have picked up that Bloodthirster. Meanwhile, Karma has picked up that Rabadon's death cap as well. So lots of damage coming in, a lot more damage than before. And I feel like DLSU can definitely win the team fights right now as long as Henry doesn't get those insane shockwaves off.
Shockwave into the backline because Henry has all the capabilities to burst Mirmo or South anytime.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, Eri now gets hammered down by that Trundle. Ruthless Predator mula dito kay Amaya. Pero Crazy Apple activated the subjugate onto this Amaya. He will not go for a tower dive, but that is 2 members of UE. He's keeping busy, leaving his team, 4 members mula dito sa Unicorns of Top to take on a siege here in the inner mid lane.
However, they do have lots of wave clear with that Graves and with that Orianna, so they are having a lot of difficulty sieging that mid lane right now. Instead, going for something else, and Crazy Apple should be able to get this top lane turret. He does need to be careful, and he's going for that turret. However, that's 3 members. Flashes out.
Oh my god. Haven't they anticipated that one? Now, 4 members also of Unicorns of Tap. They are using this Baron buff wisely. Going for that successful split. This is a definite inner bottom lane turret going down in the hands again of Unicorns of Tap.
Yeah, they should be able to get a red buff on the way. We do see that a flag has gone down on that red buff. So, red buff given to Mirmo will be very, very important coming into the next team fight. And
I'm surprised, no? Hindi pa namamatay si Amaya talaga dito, no?
Yeah, he's been doing a good job of staying alive, yet at the same time being in everyone's face during
Yeah.
those team fights.
Yeah, alright. So, again, if you look into the itemization, we could see McHenry now completing that Zhonya's Hourglass after
Yeah.
rushing that death cap. We are also seeing that the Bloodthirster is complete now for Tristana, giving him a little bit of survivability and sustain a rapid fire cannon now instead of a static shield for Greaves, for Moody.
Yeah, and
You
we
have to
do
step up
see
into this game.
Last whisper on Mirmo, so probably
Oh.
will be going for Lord Dominic's regards
Yeah.
to get that extra damage in. And his
Good.
build, it's been working out for him.
Yeah.
6-1-1 so far.
And this Karma,
Yeah, so painful.
Yeah.
Ouch.
it's a really well-scaling Karma. Both of the teams has the Dragon now. This is not really a good Dragon to take. This is just the second buff, but
Yeah, they need to respect the Trundle though, as Trundle is just in that top
Yeah.
lane, free pushing.
I don't think this is worth. Oh, another secured smite mula dito kay
The
Lucian.
body slam misses though.
No, they go for the chase at this place. It seems that they don't want to allow Team UE for a
That's
recall.
risky.
Mirmo jumps in.
Wow, that flash!
Yes, the Mechuanics flash onto that shockwave. No, jumps onto that shockwave, flash out of the shockwave. And that is Mirmo for you, mga kaibigan. Sabi ko, for AD carry.
very smart play.
Yeah, of Unicorns of Top. Now, on to Moody. Merry Christmas, sabi ni Gragas. Crazy Apple is now in the base, willing to trade up with Amaya. Will this be the end of the matchup for the top laners?
They can end
Subjugate
it if they
activated.
want.
Yes, they could end it if they want. Istana is in the house. Go for the top lane. Take on those Nexus turrets. Shockwave is on cooldown.
Yeah, and I can't get over that shockwave. That place. Jumps in, then flashes out right when the shockwave was
Yeah.
about to connect. That could have been a game changer if he didn't flash out and if he died right there.
Yeah, and I don't think Mirmo just relied onto a reaction time. That's
Yeah.
really calculated. Bait the shockwave out. Wow, what a
And
nice
with
flash.
that play right there, GG, well played. That game will be going to DLSU
Can we
University
see a
Unicorns
replay?
up top.
Can we see a replay?
I want to see a replay of that
Yeah.
again. Holy
Classy.
crap. That was a very slick play. Let's
Yeah.
take a look at that. Once again, Mirmo, he
Yeah.
knows he has a shockwave.
Look
He
at
doesn't
this.
care. He just jumps in. And that's such a nice flash. And very good play by Karma as well.
Yeah.
Following up on the damage.
Yeah,
And I actually really like that play as well.
yeah. It's a really calculated play from Mirmo and also force out. It's like Mirmo baited out McHenry
Yeah,
not to
for
fully
sure.
commit on retreating. So dahil nung nag-jump in si Tristana, McHenry goes for the side step in front and goes for the side step or goes for a slight step to engage against Mirmo.
Yeah.
And that allowed Karma to connect those Qs against Oriana.
And
What a
if we
nice
take a look
play
at the
here.
scoreboard right now, we do see 9-1-2 on Mirmo. Very, very well played by him. Very well played by a lot of his teammates. Actually, South had very, very effective Karma play as well. And Mist, I'd say he's the unsung hero. He had a lot of good plays with that Janna. Very good Howling Gales, very good shields, and very good monsoons. He had a lot of flash monsoon plays,
Yeah.
putting the enemy carries in a bad position. So,
What a nice game.
yeah, very clean game.
Yeah.
It was a fun game to watch.
Yeah. Congratulations, big congratulations to DLSU University on taking on that victory against UE. Now, looking into our schedule, our last game for tonight, it will be Mapua Institute of Technology versus CPU. What is CPU, Burrito?
CPU.
Central Philippine University. Yan, Central Philippine University. That is game 4. Again, this is the LOL Collegiate League 2016 spring term. We are now on to our week 3. And it has been awesome to shoutcast that game to you guys. We are now on to our week 3 and we are your shoutcasters. Ako po si Gio Shinbo with the 1 for an eye.
And I'm GS Sneap.
Big congratulations to the winner of that match and win skin bundle. We
Yeah.
still have to announce the last set of winners for that hunt and win
Yeah, so
promo
stay tuned,
yesterday.
guys.
Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back for game 4.
I want it. I know I don't deserve it, but stay with me a minute. I swear I'll make it worth it. Can't you forgive me, at least just temporarily? I know that this is my fault, I should have been more careful. And I know, and I know, and I know she gives you everything, but boy, I couldn't give it to you. And I know, and I know, and I know that you got everything, but I got nothing here without you, baby. So one last time, I need to be the one who takes you home. One more time, I promise that after that I'll let you go. Baby, I don't care if you got hurt in your heart. All I really care is you wake up in my arms. One last time, I need to be the one who takes you home. I know I should have fought it, at least I'm being honest. But stay with me a minute, I swear I'll make it work with you. 'Cause I don't wanna be without you. So one last time, I need to be the one who takes you home. One more time, I promise that after that I'll let you go. Baby, I don't care if you got hurt in your heart. All I really care is you wake up in my arms. One last time, I need to be the one who takes you home. One last time, I need to be the one who takes you home.
So this is what you meant when you said that you would spend, and now it's time
been so long, I forgot how to turn it up, 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 up all night long. Oh, up, up all night long. You, where the hell did you come from? You're a different, different kind of fun, and I'm so used to feeling numb. Now I got pins and needles on my tongue, anticipating what's to come, like a finger on a loaded gun. I can feel it rising temperature inside me, haven't felt it for a long time. This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it. Been so long, I forgot how to turn it up, 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 up all night long. Oh, up, up all night long. This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it. Turned it on, but I know you can take it up, 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 up all night long. Oh, up, up all night long. I wasn't even gonna go out, but I never would have had a doubt if I'd have known where I'd be now. Your hands on my hips and my kiss on your lips, so I could do this for a long time. This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it. Been so long, I forgot how to turn it up, 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 up all night long. Oh, up, up all night long. This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it. Turned it on, but I know you can take it up, 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 up all night long. Oh, up, up all night long. Until tonight I only dreamed about you. I can't believe I ever breathe without you. Baby, you make me feel alive and brand new. Bring it one more time. One more time. This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it. Been so long, I forgot how to turn it up, 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 up all night long. Oh, up, up all night long. This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it. Turned it on, but I know you can take it up, 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 up all night long. Oh, up, up all night long. This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it. Been so long, I forgot how to turn it up, 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 up all night long. Up, all night long. This is my heartbeat song and I'm gonna play it. Turned it on, but I know you can take it up, 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 up all night long. Up, up all night long. Oh. It's a little blurry how the whole thing started. I don't even really know what you intended. Thought that you were cute and you could make me jealous. Poured it down, so I poured it down. Next thing that I know, I'm in a hotel with you. You were talking deep like it was mad love to you. You wanted my heart, but I just liked your tattoos. Poured it down, so I poured it down. And now I don't understand it. You don't mess with love, you mess with the truth. And I know I shouldn't say it, but my heart don't understand why I got you on my mind.